Here are a few of the things I wish I would have known about Maui before I went. You need to schedule all your activities at least a month before going because they fill up quick. There's something called water wars going on around the island. The indigenous families are having their water rerouted to the tourist areas. Therefore, the island is beginning to die. It is drying up, and wildfires and death is everywhere that you look. I wish I would have known this before I went because I would have brought enough clothes that I didn't need to wash my clothes until I went home. I would have also been more aware of the fact that the people around me whose island it is didn't have as much water to use and would be fined great amounts of money when they used too much water. But I literally could use water aboundingly at the resort that I stayed at without any warnings or any fines. I wish I would have known that the workers at the resorts and the places that I ate were not indigenous Hawaiians. They're actually Filipinos brought in to do the work because of their brown skin. They'll blend in and you'll never know the difference. I wish I would have known the cost of living is so expensive that the native Hawaiians are leaving. We went in the lava tubes.
And I think the cave goes way down there though, because when we come out, you can literally see another cave going down deeper underneath it. It may come out over here up by the bridge. I'm not for sure.
We're not going to tell you to do it because we don't want anybody to get hurt. But I'm going to tell you this, that was friggin' amazing because my husband, prior to the trip to Maui, Steve was claustrophobic, would not get on an airplane. And he's only ever gone one time into a cave in Arkansas with me. And my husband just went through that. I'm just saying. It is so expensive to live on the Hawaiian Islands right now that most locals have 2 to 3 jobs. And even with that, they cannot pay their basic living expenses. Land taxes are continually increasing as more and more mainland and people from other countries move to the Hawaiian Islands. Every time you pay for that expensive home, you are raising the land prices and taxes of the people around you. I wish I would have known that when I was there, I really wasn't wanted. I wish I would have known to tip everyone and tip big, bigger than you've ever tipped before. I wish I would have known that the Pacific Islanders have the highest suicide rate in the world right now at 15.9%. I wish I would have known that when I went walking in the woods on nature trails, that there could be a deadly fungus on the soles of my shoes that I tracked from the mainland America to the Hawaiian island. I wish I would have known to bleach my shoes prior to walking in their beautiful nature, or at least bought a new pair of shoes when I was there. I wish I would have known that as we were enjoying the water and jumping in the waterfalls, that there are people who are losing their native crops, and that there are so many waterfalls across Maui that have completely dried up because they're simply running out of water. I wish I would have known that the real reason the water was cut during the Lahaina fire was because he had to make a decision to either put a fire out that was risking 16,000 people's lives or use the last bit of fresh water on the island risking 160,000 lives. I wish I would have known that every time your child is taking a lesson or going horseback riding or windsurfing or windsailing, there's a child on the island being removed from their parents from DCFS because the parents can't keep the electricity on or they can't keep their children housed. I wish I would have known that the aloha spirit was so very strained. I wish I would have known that they are 2 days from starvation if the ship stopped bringing food to the islands. I wish I would have known that the indigenous people need so much help.
My name is Kamari Makekal, and I'm the, I guess, caretaker of Honolulu. And I have had little time to look at the agenda, but I wanted to express my gratitude for everything that you guys are all trying to do for our people. It's been a crazy time for everybody. So I have been with this yearning in my heart to help our people, and I have been trying to gather people left and right. I have enough land to donate not donate, but to host our people behind my gates, to build red dirt dome houses that are mold-proof, fire-proof, hurricane-proof, bug-proof, put it in the ground, 4 feet, natural insulating of heating and cooling systems. We have enough resources we have here. We would be saving Hawaii billions of dollars in the long run. We just needed people that want to work. I have been, offered FEMA, county, Lahui hubs with foldable, collapsible houses. These houses will be, rusting in time. I want to see villages where we can stop sucking titties off another man's nation, hoping that the barges are coming.
Amen.
My children at stake. I want to see more food growing. I want to see one group here growing kalo, one over here with chickens, one with cattle. We have 3 days of food. Apparently, Elon Musk came up with a nanobot that flies in our atmosphere, and anything electric it flies on is like an EMP, it shuts off. If we don't have enough food for only 3 days, on the 5th day, we will go feral and start eating our own children. That's not the future I want to be for my children. And we have the resources. And people are coming from left and right, from out of state, coming and taking our rentals. Right now, at a full time at Ace Hardware, and then taking my son at night and working condo cleaning, I only get $2,600 after taxes. That's not enough. I have to choose house or food. It's not enough. We are struggling, we are dying here. The people need a chance, we need a hope. A lot of my brothers, they don't want to work at the hotels, they want to farm. We want to farm. We want to see food growing. But I'm scared, my land is the wettest spot on earth. It's the largest watershed in the state of Hawaii. And it's left me in a state of fear. I have been at wit's end. I have been threatened. My life, my children's life. And I want to see our people get a chance. I want to, whatever I have, and I have all the faith in the world in there, listen, because, but this isn't just this Kuleana. This is all over Kuleana. And if there's anything that I can do to help our people, I don't want this responsibility anymore. It's too much for me, and it's weighing on my, my mama. But I just wanted to introduce myself. This is Kagaru. This is my baby boy. He's my reason for fighting and for hoping. But if there's anything that you guys can do, our people have the highest suicide rate, and something got to change.
Yeah. Mahalo. I wish I would have known that I would fall in love with the people of Maui and the culture of Maui, and I would see their beautiful island as the heartbeat of the world. I wish I would have known this island before water was so scarce, when all of this would have been lush and green and dripping water. I wish I would have known that tourism is legitimately running the people off of their island, changing the face of their island and their economy. I wish I would have known a way to make it better for them. I wish I wouldn't have had to leave. And I pray that if you go to Maui, you go a little bit wiser, a little bit more aware that the water that you're rinsing off with at the beach to go back to your condo and take another shower and then wash your beach towels was the water that was meant for a toro field across the island. I hope you consider that when you take 2 showers a day on an island where people are fined for watering their crops. I pray that you go and you see and you love and you leave Maui just a little bit better than you left it. It's a beautiful island with a unique ecosystem. You literally can find rainforest and almost like a desert. They have snow on the mountain in winter, and they have a very small spring and fall. I pray you meet someone that has roots on that island that go hundreds of years back, and you hear their stories, and you think about how their ancestors walked these same paths that you are walking now, and that you took the time to bleach the soles of your shoes so you didn't track that fungus right through that flori. And I pray that God touches your heart and you think about ways that you can help the indigenous and locals be able to stay on their island, and that you teach your children to be active tourists, and that you don't go there and sit in the hot tub at night without imagining what it must have been like for those who were caught in the fire. I pray that you find time to watch a sunrise and a sunset, and you hold your best friend's hand, and you thank God that you're on the most beautiful island in the entire world.